Hi, I'm Ellen Strauss, and I live around here in Paradise. I have a very small office in a very small town at the end of what I call the entire food chain. Without my husband, Mr. Big, I probably wouldn't have all that much to do. But I clean up after him a lot, so. My practice is a lot of residential work, and I'm very interested in inside and outside, what makes when the outside comes in, when the inside comes out, how you get into a building, front doors, all of the doodahs that make the walls and entrances of buildings perforated, where you go in and out and what they feel like. I think that it's sort of it projects what everybody thinks, or what you think about your house when you're inviting people in through one kind of door or another kind of door. And luckily, I've had lots of nice clients who have been pretty happy to let me fool around with their wonderful sites. So that's one of the reasons why I think I'm incredibly lucky that being here at the end of the food chain, I get to do, imagine up out of the ground sort of one house after another for, a set of people for different sets of people with all sorts of different goals. So in terms of doors and entrances, they come in all different sizes and scales, and some people really need big entrance messages. And other people just need a little door, like over there on the other side. But, once you get into this stuff, I love this. Here are these guys building fixing the tops of the columns, and it's a really interesting scale. Because without columns that big, the whole front of the house doesn't really make any sense if you're using that vocabulary. So, here's the first door, there's the second door, there's that set of entrances, and there's that little door. So this guy grew up in Buffalo where every house looks like this. And this is what he wanted. It's in Northfield. Yeah. And he owns about 50 acres around it, and he needed a front door that was the whole pedimented front. So he said, okay, not every day I get to do that. So it was a lot of fun. And then I got to do a little one in the back. There's a shower up there. It's your Greek Revival outdoor shower. He must stand out on it naked and say, "This is mine." And then sometimes I get to do, other groups of things and again, I think that the perforations on the outside, the porches, the entrances, the way things go in and out, it really makes the place hold onto the ground. And this is on a plateau in between two sets of ledges. And actually the owner was always worried that it was going to slide down, but I don't think it's going to move at all. So we used a lot of site stone there. And all of these were larches, which are tamaracks, a local tree. And the frame was cut, and all the joints were made on site, right there. And then most of the stonework came from the site. And definitely all the big stones came from the site. These guys shower right here. That's their outdoor shower. It's just a different statement, really. Different kind of people. But again, got to do a lot of handwork. And Carl Bates and Scott Jocelyn and all of their guys collected all this stone there on the site. And did it. And then the slate on the roof is all Vermont slate. So this is a bigger scale doorway, I think. And this is, you know, when you come north to Yestermorrow, you drive through a truss bridge that looks somewhat like this, and it says, I think you're almost getting to Yestermorrow. And these bridges, those bridges were all put in 1927 after the big flood. This is a brand new one that was built in Warren County, which is near Glens Falls. And the state of New York thinks that these bridges last a long time and are really important. And right now, the state of Vermont is taking these out and making this. So as a, you know, push for entrances, I'm thinking that's not the right direction. And this was my chance to tell everybody that this is what I think about every day when I drive to work. So here's Warren Village, and there was the entrance to Warren Village, right there, through the covered bridge, after the dam was built and the mill pond was there. And here is the natural bridge, which is in front of the covered bridge. Again, you know, another set of perforations and entrances. And here is the next project I hope to get. Since I haven't written the letter back to the Agency of Natural Resources, I'm hoping to get a lot of people excited about rebuilding the Warren Dam, which is what holds up that mill pond. This is all an apology to Mac Rood, because I'm a year late writing the letter.